Welcome into the Commanders Report. I am your host, Jack Sperry. Today we are talking about Mel Kiper Jr.'s mock draft 2.0 and who he has the Commanders taking at number 16 overall in the 2023 NFL Draft. But before we jump into today's action, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Here at Chat Sports, we have 4 new channels that are all competing against each other to see who has or who can get the most subscribers over the next month. If the Commanders channel can get the most subs, we will get the full-time channel here at Chat Sports. If you want a full-time channel for your Washington Commanders, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me right now. All right, so before we get into Mel's mock here, let's go over some of the needs that the Commanders are going to have to address this offseason. And it's definitely number one is quarterback, right? You got Sam Howell in there. Maybe you keep him, maybe you don't, but you have to figure out and you have to answer that question of who is going to be the starting quarterback for the Commanders in 2023. You also need offensive line. Whoever's going to be playing quarterback, you got to protect him. And right now, there's quite a few guys hitting free agency on the offensive line. Some guys did not play as well as expected in 2022. And then also cornerback is a big need. Safety and linebacker also need to be addressed if the Commanders want to be competitors in 2023. So let's go over the 5 picks before the Commanders picks on Mel Kiper's mock. Paris Johnson Jr., the offensive tackle, went to the Titans at 11. Tyree Wilson, the edge rusher from Texas Tech, went to Houston at 12. Anton Harrison to the Jets at number 13. Kind of an interesting pick there. Jackson Smith-Njigba to the Patriots at number 14. And then Michael Mayer, the tight end from Notre Dame, goes to the Green Bay Packers at 15. And at number 16 overall, Mel Kiper Jr. projects the Commanders to take Darnell Wright, the offensive tackle from the Tennessee Volunteers, a right tackle, which is very, very interesting, with pretty much within the first half of the first round, right? Top 20 pick on a right tackle. Definitely an interesting pick for the Commanders. This is what Mel had to say about the pick. The Commanders need an injection of talent along the offensive line. They rank 28th in both yards per play on offense, 4.9, and yards per rush on offense at just 4 yards last season. They could move inconsistent 2021 second-rounder Sam Cosmi to guard, and then he continues to say, which would free up the right tackle spot. Broderick Jones from Georgia is another right tackle to keep your eye on, though I have him ranked below right. So Darnell Wright definitely fills a need, guys. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Offensive line, the Commanders need to address it this offseason. There's no doubt about that. The question is Wright the right guy to fill the spot there at number 16? To me, personally, I think this is a reach for Darnell Wright. I think I like Broderick Jones a bit more than Mel Kiper Jr. does. Kiper thinks that Broderick Jones is a right tackle, not a left tackle. I would tend to disagree with that. But even then, I'm not even sure if the biggest need for the Commanders on the offensive line is tackle. You take a look at the offensive line right now. Trey Turner's hitting free agency. Cosmi was inconsistent, but overall pretty okay at right tackle. But like he said, you could move him over to guard if you want to. Charles Leno Jr. had a pretty decent season. Andrew Norwell was disappointing, but overall okay. And then I think you really need to address that center position because Trace Roulier is not going to get the job done for you. I think that there's definitely some holes to fill here, and Darnell Wright is somebody that could fill some of those holes. If he can't play right tackle in the league, he's going to be a really good guard, okay? So you're getting a really safe pick by going and getting Darnell Wright here. You could probably plug him in and try him out at right tackle right away, but there's a lot of people around the league think that he is going to be a guard at the offensive or at the NFL level, and I tend to agree with them. I think that he's a massive body. He's tough to bull rush. He's really strong. He had a really great Senior Bowl week, but number 16 overall for a right tackle or a guard, I'm not too sure. If I'm going to go guard here at this spot, I would rather go Osiris Torrance. If you're going to go tackle here, I would rather go with Broderick Jones, or you could even go corner. This is an excellent cornerback class as well, and there was plenty of really quality cornerback prospects still on the board when Kiper took Wright. So at the end of the day, I just don't agree with this pick, guys. I think that this is something that wouldn't be the best strategy for the Commanders. You're getting a pretty decent player in the long run, in my opinion, so I guess it's not a terrible pick, but at the end of the day, I'm just not sure if I love the pick here from Kiper, so I'll give it about a C+. I think there are much better players left on the board here. I just think Wright is a reach at 16, but let me know what you think in the comment section right now. grade Mel Kiper's pick of Darnell Wright at number 16 overall on the scale of A, B, C, D, or F. Like I said, my grade is C+. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.